Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Farawahida binti Abdul Wahid. I'm from 5 Farabi. Today I would like to solve a question from self exercise 6.5, page 209. So I choose the question 2, okay, which is question 2B, which is question B1, 2 and 3. So let's solve together. So before that, this is the info section. So as you know, this info section, to draw a graph or information about the graph is already given in the textbook. Okay, so let's proceed with the question B1. So it's given that y is equal to the 3 cos 2x. So the first thing you should know that the shape of the graph. So by looking at these terms, which is either is a cosine graph or sine graph or tangent graph. So this here are the cosine graph. So as you know, the cosine, the shape of the cosine graph, which is like this. So, and the next one you should know is the number of period or number of cycle of the graph. So by looking at the value of the b. So as you know, the equation y is equal to a cos bx plus c. So the value of b determines the number of cycle, which is this is 2. So number of cycle is 2. So we should add one more cycle of the graph. So the next thing you should know that the amplitude, because when c is equal to 0, the amplitude is equal to the modulus a. So modulus a. So from this amplitude, we know that maximum value of the graph is equal to 3 and the minimum value of the graph is negative 3. So from this, after you solve and identify the equation, you can draw a graph of cosine graph. Okay, so the maximum value is 3 and then the minimum value is negative 3. So this is the first cycle of the cosine graph, and this is the second cycle of the cosine graph. So this is the answer. Okay, so this done for B1. So the next one is question B2. It's given that y is equal to the negative 3 sine x plus 2. Okay, so as I said, we should identify the shape of the graph first, which is sine x. But when we have imputed a negative value, we need to be alert here, which is the negative value can change the shape of the graph. Means that, okay, as we know, the shape of the normal sine graph will look like this, which is this one. But when the amplitude is negative, so the shape of the graph become like this. It start from the negative value. Okay. After that, we need to look at the y-intercept, which is c. The c is equal to 2. Means that the graph is not begins with the y is equal to 0, because the y-intercept here is 2. So we need to begin with the 2. Okay, so the graph is look like this. Means that and then we know that b is equal to 1. So the number of cycle of the graph is equal to 1. Okay, so this is the last answer for the equations y is equal to negative 3 sine x plus 2. So next, the last question of question 2b, which is 2b3. So it's given that y is equal to tangent, it's modulus tangent x modulus minus 1. So we need to be to alert this one, which is given that modulus tangent means that the tangent graph not in negative way. It is in always positive way. So that the tangent graph, so as we know, the tangent graph, the normal tangent graph will look like this, which is like this. Okay. And like this. So this is the normal tangent graph. But when we have the modulus here in tangent graph, so that no drawing in graph of the tangent graph like this, means that like this. Okay, because it is in negative way. So when you find that the tangent is in modulus, so means that the graph of the tangent in positive ways, always in positive ways, always in positive way. Okay, and then we look at the C. So C is in negative 1, means that it is not begins with the y is equal to 0, but is begin with the y is equal to negative 1, because the y-intercept here is negative 1. So this is the last answer, and we know that the number of cycle, or value of B is equal to 1. So when it is equal to 1, so the number of cycle is 1. So here is the last answer for the graph of tangent graph for this equation. So that's all for me. Thank you.